Guys, the last thing you need right now is another guru on your screen promising to change your life, promising to change your business and turn this into a 5-10 million pound company with the promise of Lamborghinis and all sorts. This masterclass, which I'm going to try and make as short as possible, 10-15 minutes, is not one of them. This masterclass is designed to send you away with 1, 2, hopefully 3 golden nuggets that you can put straight into your business to essentially supercharge your business and get you on the way to owning a business, not a job. Guys, you're busy, so am I. Let's jump straight in. Welcome to the 3 simple steps to more work-life balance, a £10,000 a month profit business and a sellable business, a business that works without you in it, without you having to spend the next 25 years getting there. Guys, whether or not you would want to sell your business is irrelevant. Having a sellable business means that you are no longer required to be in your business day to day, at which point you have a choice. Do you want to sell the business or do you want to remain in this business, enjoy your work-life balance and essentially allow the company to continue to grow? Guys, the goal of this masterclass is to, as I mentioned, to send you away with 3 golden nuggets that you can put straight into your business. Do you know when you watch these masterclasses or online tutorials and you watch it for 20 minutes of your life and you leave and you're no further forward? This masterclass is not that. You will walk away with golden nuggets that you can put straight into your business today, okay? Now, guys, in the interest of transparency, at the end of this, there is the opportunity to jump on a free call with me, a 30-minute call where essentially I go through the same stuff, but personalized to your business. It's personalized to your business. It's entirely up to you whether you take it or not, but let's move on and talk about why this masterclass is different. Guys, this masterclass is different because unlike the majority of these so-called coaches online, I've been in your shoes. I've had a construction business which I built from 0 to 1.7 million. I've faced the Monday morning calls and the Monday morning club and, you know, the tradespeople stealing from you and the clients not paying and jobs running over by 2 weeks and the weather completely messing things up and cash flow being tight and whatever. I've been that guy who one day you've got 50 grand in the bank and you think you're Tony Montana and a week later you've got nothing. You're asking yourself, where did it go? That's what makes this different. I've been in your shoes. So a quick 2 minutes context for me, guys. My name is Darren Henderson. I owned a construction business here in Edinburgh. I started that business in 2013, and we had that business for about 8.5 years before an investment company from down south came in and bought the company off us. I had no experience in the industry. I built the business from 0 all the way through. And because I had no experience, I had to learn every aspect of construction business. So I had to learn about lead generation and social media and websites and SEO and meta descriptions and advertising, marketing, recruitment, project delivery, profit and loss, pricing, you name it. I had to learn the whole aspect, which led me perfectly into business coaching 6 years ago. I've been doing that ever since, and I've been coaching clients up and down the UK since. And guys, we are getting just crazy results up and down the company. I'm not going to go into them all, but one very quick example is we have a guy down in Leicester in England. When he came to us, or when he came to me, he was making about 14 grand a year. He was paying himself the bare minimum. Long story short, fast forward a few years, and he made 270k net profit last year alone. I believe he's on target to do about 380 this year. Now, a bit of background from me, guys, is this is my old stomping ground here. That was that was the house I grew up in right there. A place called Moorhouse in Edinburgh. Moorhouse is where the movie Trainspotting was filmed. Now, the reason I show you this, guys, is in this picture of me and my wife in the Atlantis Royal, is if I can get from there to there, leaving school with no qualifications, there was certainly no silver spoon in my house, that's for sure. Then if I can do that, guys, you can do it. Anyone can do it. So that's the reason why I show you that particular shot. But guys, I wasn't always as sensible. You know, like here in Las Vegas. I've been to Vegas, I think 4, maybe 5 times now. The first time we went, I thought it'd be super cool to get a Mike Tyson tattoo. I'll get a henna tattoo just for tonight, and tomorrow morning I'll wash it off. First time I've ever had a henna tattoo. If you've ever had a henna tattoo, you'll know that, yeah, that's not washing off. That's not washing off. And yeah, 7 days later, I was still walking about with that monstrosity on my face. We were there for a week And the whole week I had that thing on my face. Not ideal. Okay, guys, again, you're busy, I'm busy. Let's jump in. Guys, one of the first things you want to add to your business is what I call CNEs, critical non-essentials. These are things that they're not essential, but actually when you start doing them, you will appreciate and realize how critical they are. And guys, the benefit of what I'm telling you right here, right now in step one, is nobody else is doing things like this. Your competitors are not doing this. If you can sort of steal a lead on them, put them into your business and continue to grow, by the time they cotton on to what you're doing, you're miles ahead. And that gap is just bigger and bigger and bigger. CNEs are little critical non-essentials. You put them into your business, and essentially you get 10-0 up against your competition, what I call 10-0 coaching. Now, this is a sort of module that I created myself, and it's little things designed to get you 10-0 up against your competition before you even send the quote to the client. Guys, if there's one thing for sure in the construction industry is if we're all the same, if you're doing the same as your two competitors, let's assume most clients get 3 quotes. If you're all the same, the client's got one decision to make and one decision only, and that is who is the cheapest, okay? And this is why we build our business to 10, 20-0 better, okay? And we do this with little things like email confirmation. I'm going to give you a few free little nuggets here. An email confirmation. So when you call a client to book in a survey or a quote, yeah, after that, send them an email confirmation. And you can even create that once, stick it in your signature, and you'll never have to type it again. So, hi, Mr. Jones, great chatting with you earlier. This is just to confirm that Darren will be out to see you on Tuesday between 2 and 3. We look forward to seeing you then. Okay. Again, just a little signature with your website and whatever. You could, if you want, add a sort of PDF brochure to that to sort of start the selling process to the client. Within that brochure, you could have great pictures of your job. You could have reviews. You could have a little bit about you and so on. And again, it's just professionalism. Confirmations, you could then 24 hours before Tuesday at 2 o'clock when you go to see Mr. Jones, you could have an automation, just a reminder that your appointment with Darren tomorrow, we look forward to seeing you. Yeah. How many times do you get to the client's door and they forget you're coming? So frustrating. Again, just another little touch point to that client reads professionalism. It reminds him, if nothing else, that you're coming. Another little one, which you've probably heard me say before, on the way to see the client, call him. Don't text him, call him. Hi, Mr. Jones, it's Darren from Trade Coach. I've got an appointment with you today between 2 and 3. He thinks you're going to cancel. Well, it's just to let you know, Mr. Jones, that I'm on my way and my sat-nav is telling me I'll be there at 2:15. Oh, that's brilliant, Darren. See you then, right? You're already on first name terms. When that client opens that door, the first thing he's going to say to you is, hiya, Darren. You're now on first name terms. You've broke the barrier. You're almost friends. Now, clearly, he's not going to say, hiya, Darren, because you're not Darren. Unless, of course, you are Darren, which, happy days. Great name, by the way. But just little things like this, guys. Systems, little CRMs you can put into your business. Just little things that cost no money, take very little time to set up, but they give you that 10-0 experience. When you send a quotation, don't send a text message for crying out loud. Don't send a text email with the price, and try not to even send a zero quote. It's so generic and so everyone's doing it. Send a proposal. Send like a PDF proposal. So a little story and take the client through the journey with you. And then at the bottom of that, deliver the price. Again, guys, just little nuggets to get you 10-0 up. I mean, I've just given you, what, 3 or 4. You're now put these into place today, and you're now 3 or 4-0 up against your competition. And Trade Coach, I think we're at about 22-0 now against our competition. And guys, when you're 22-0 up, clients are not buying on price. They are not buying on price because they've got this quote from competitor A, they've got this quote from competitor B, and they're both similar prices, and they've got your price, which is up here. They've got a decision to make at that point because you are so much more professional, you're so much better. And at this point, from experience, and every single one of my clients swear by 10-0 coaching, at this point, clients are not buying on price. Now, if you haven't already noticed, where we're going with this is, by doing all of this, allows you to raise your prices. With these extra prices, you can use some of that extra profit to employ people to do the jobs that you hate doing. And I know you hate doing them because I did too. The admin, the bookkeeping, the sending quotes, the answering the telephone. Oh, God. Guys, forget it. One of my clients, Miles, used this tactic to attract a much better client. And he done that. that allowed him to start doing the work that he wanted to do because he could be more selective about the clients, which we'll talk about shortly as well. That allowed him to double his prices in less than 3 months and enabled him, with the extra profits, to hire people in, exactly what I just said, to do the jobs that he didn't want to do. Now, what that does, guys, when you hire people in to do these jobs, what that does is it frees up your brain space, and obviously it frees up your time, allowing you to work on your business, not in your business. Step 2 is systems, guys. There's so many systems. We could never, ever go through this in this short masterclass, but one of the best systems you can possibly get is a CRM, a client relations manager. If you don't already have one, look into them. Me personally, I use Monday.com. There's lots of other ones out there like Tradify, Jobber, Trello. Some of them are expensive and some of them are quite complicated, but Monday.com is fairly straightforward. Monday.com is where that will hold all your client details. So the minute a client fills in an inquiry form on your website, that will auto-populate a file for that client within that CRM. And that client's file will remain in the cloud on that CRM forever. Everything will go in there. The contact details, any email communication you've had with that client, any follow-ups, all your pictures of the job beforehand, your pictures of the job during, your pictures after, drawings, sizes, everything. You can have so much more in their recruitment, vans, so you can keep a track of when the van's due an MOT and all that stuff. You will run your whole business off this CRM. Now, you may or may not be able to do this yourself. You may need to get outside help to set this up, but a CRM is going to revolutionize your life, and more importantly, it's going to revolutionize your brain space. It's just going to take so much out of there onto there, because guys, I know that your business, the majority of your business right now is in your head, and we need to get it out of there onto here. One of my clients, Adam, used this to literally systemize his whole business. And by doing that, he went about adding more and more and more. And like me, he became addicted to systems because, in fact, let me tell you a quick story. The very first time I put a business system in place, it was a qualification system. So when a client called me, prior to putting the system in, I would take his name, his phone number, roughly what he was looking for. That was it. Phone down, I was away to see him, sometimes an hour away. And the very last time I ever done that was I drove down to a place, from Edinburgh down to a place called North Berwick, which is about an hour away. And I got to the front door and the guy was looking for a bag of chips. One, not chips that you eat, obviously, like decorative aggregate, yeah? A bag of chips. I said, mate, I could have just brought them down with me. So I drove an hour. I was in there for 15 minutes, an hour back up the road, 2.5 hours almost for a bag of chips. Clearly, I never got the deal. I wouldn't even have given them if he wanted them. Anyway, at that point, I had a serious conversation with my wife, who took the phone call and says, that is just not happening. We need to put a system in place so that doesn't happen. We put a qualification system in place to a point where it got to the point where we were interviewing the client. It wasn't the other way around. And at that point, things changed. We started interviewing him, and me and my business and my staff and my team knew that we were doing them the favor, not the other way around. And therefore, we were much more selective about what clients we went to see. Therefore, we only went to clients who were serious, not your sort of tire kicker type thing. Step 3 is lead generation. Guys, in 2024, having a good website and social media is just not enough. It's just not enough to give you a steady flow of quality, quote the word quality, leads coming into your business day to day, okay? And there are so many more routes to market, and one of which, probably one of the best ones and easiest and cheapest and fastest, is Scoot.com. After this masterclass, go on to Scoot.com, go to add business and put your details into that free directory. Scoot will then populate all your details to, I think it's about 250 directories for free, okay? Now, what that's going to do is, guys, you're not going to get any business from that. Or you might get a few, but nothing drastic. But what that's going to do for you is it's going to put your domain, www.yourdomain, onto these directories. That's a backlink, and Google love backlinks. So slowly but surely, and it'll take about 2 or 3 months, slowly but surely, your website is going to start creeping up Google onto page 1, if it's not already. Once it's on page 1, it's going to slowly but surely start creeping up to position 1, /2, 3, whatever. But as long as we're in that top 3, we're good to go. Anything below that, we've got a little fight. And guys, do you know, if you've ever got a dead body to hide, hide it on page 2 of Google because nobody ever goes there. My client Max used this to bring in so many more leads, and because he was doing this, because he had so many leads, he could therefore afford to be more selective. So let's put the average tradesman into perspective. Let's say you've got 1 or 2 teams and you're getting, say, 4 or 5 leads a week into your business. Let's be honest, to feed 1 or 2 teams, you've got to go to all the appointments because you know that at least 2 of them are going to be tire kickers. If you've got 15 half-decent leads coming into your business, you can then scrutinize these leads, be a lot more selective, and probably get that 15 down to about 6, 7, 8 or something like that. But you know that the 6, 7, 8 leads you're going to are good quality leads. Follow the 10 now that we spoke about on number 1, and guys, you're on to a winner. You're going to get a lot more quality leads and you're going to sell a lot more at higher prices. Again, as I mentioned, with these extra prices, with these extra profits, you hire people in to do the jobs that you don't want to. I'll let you have a read of that, but guys, in a nutshell, now obviously it's a short masterclass. I don't want to bore you here, but in a nutshell, if you can put these in place, then you're on to a winner. But can you do these 3 steps and get the results of the hundreds of tradesmen I've helped? Well, you can, guys, but you won't if you ignore this and do nothing. Or if you see this as another sales gimmick with a sort of negative mindset. Guys, this is free stuff. I hope you can see the value of what we just spoke about. Do you know what? I don't know, 50% will, 50% won't. I hope you're the 50% that will. Or if you move on to the next free masterclass and waste time. Guys, you know, something about this business coaching sort of atmosphere, whatever you want to call it, it's not the lack of information. There's lots of information out there. Yeah? It's the amount of information. There's so many people out there telling you to do this and do that. Well, guys, I'm proof, right? I am living proof that I started a business at 0 with literally no experience in the industry. I built it to 1.7 million, 27 guys under my belt, sold it for just under £750,000. Prior to that, I was doing trade coach. Whilst I was doing trade coach and the business, I was leveraging the profits from that business into property. I now own just under, I think it's £1.8 million worth of property here in Scotland, and I've got a property in Spain. Guys, and again, go back to the slide about me. I'm not skilled. I'm not IT literate. I've got no businessmen in my family or nothing like that. I'm just a normal guy. If I can do this, anyone can do this. So is there a simple switch to create a work-life balance in 10 grand months? Guys, yes, there is. It's called business coaching. Now, the benefit of business coaching is you get 100% personalization to your business. I'm going to offer you a free call, personalized to your business at the end of this masterclass. So stay tuned. Feedback and adjustments from someone who's been there and done it. Guys, you know, when that guy in the pub doesn't know, he can't help you. Your partner, yeah, he or she loves you, but they can't help you. Your mum and dad, they just want to protect you. Your mates, they're not really interested. They just want to go for a pint. You know, guys, the competitors that you see in the builders merchants, guys, they're not giving you any secrets. Of course they're not. And they'll always say, oh, it's tough work out there, and there's not enough hours in my day, and oh, it's hard. And there's no leads coming in. And guys, they're not going to help you. And lastly, with business coaching, it's 24/7 personal support for every question and struggle that you may have. Now, if business coaching is something you decide to do in later years, then maybe, I hope it's me, but if not, there are some business coaches out there, but just be mindful of these guys. Make sure they've walked your walk. It's really, really important. So, do you want to create a sellable business? Do you want to earn 10 grand a month? And do you want to have a work-life balance that really, I know you crave. Everyone does. Everyone does. People will say they don't, they do. People will say they don't want money. It's not all about money, and life's not. I know life's not about money, but everyone wants freedom. So, guys, you've got choices here. You can keep doing what you're doing, and I guarantee you, well, I don't guarantee you, but there's a good chance that in 3 years' time, you're going to be in exactly the same position. Brad Sugar says a great thing. If you don't know where you want to be in 5 years, you're already there. Okay. The next option you've got is you can start using what we've just gone through, and hopefully you'll stay on course and your business will start to essentially progress towards you owning a business, not a job. Or, of course, you can let me help you for free. Now, I'm offering 10 tradesmen a triple threat 30-minute systems calls where we jump on a call And we pretty much go through roughly what we've just went through there, but it's personalized to your business. I'll get a few details before we jump on that call, so I'll do a little bit of homework, and I'll know within 10 minutes what you need to do to transform your business, or to at least begin the process to transform your business. It's a 30-minute call going through the three key things missing right now in your business, basically stopping you from owning a business that works without you. It's as simple as that. What we'll cover is obviously these three things, but the one major time management hack that will free you up for 10 hours, probably, depending on the business, but more than likely 10 hours a week. This is going to save you, giving you the work-life balance you've been craving immediately. Imagine I could take 10 hours off your working week today. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to your family? Do you know, think about this. What could you do? And imagine you carry on and continue this, or we start working together and you really rapidly start to continue this. And then it's before you know it, it's 15, 20, 25 hours. Guys, my remit for any client I work with is to have them working less and earning more. And as it stands, in fact, let me tell you something else. When I begin speaking with a client, 90+% of them are tradesmen, and they're sort of on the tools, or sometimes a little bit on and off the tools. And what the majority of them want is they want to get them up to a stage of sort of project manager or general manager. Yeah, they want to have sort of 2 or 3 teams. They want to leverage some of the profits into property, and they kind of want the business running without them and systemized. Let me tell you, not 99%, 100% of my clients have exactly that. They're all sitting either in the project manager role, or some of them are in the general manager role. And they've got a project manager and an ops manager underneath them, and then they've got their teams underneath them. They've got office staff and whatever. Over 90% of the clients that have ever came to me have been one-man bands, to give you an idea. If I was to use another example of a client down in Lincoln, in England, he came to me, it was him and 2 guys, okay? It was Adam, who I was chatting about earlier. It was him and 2 guys. Fast forward a few years, and he's got, I think it's 21, 22 guys. He's got an office. He's got 3 or 4 people in that office. He's got about 12 vans, and so on and on and on. He's got the work-life balance that he craves, and he's making the money that he wants to be making. Guys, this is what I do. So what we'll cover in that 30 minutes, which I just mentioned, is a blueprint for a huge turnover spike. And this is really important to really spike your turnover, to give you these extra profits, to utilize them, to leverage them, hiring people into your business. Now, guys, whether you want to be doing 10K a month or 50K a month, it's irrelevant. You decide that. But one of my clients recently did 72 net profit, the other month. Now, that was in March. And this particular client was a landscaper. So if you're in the UK, and it's 2024 when I'm recording this, you'll probably remember what the weather was like in March. Yet a landscaper can make 72 grand in March with atrocious weather. Guys, we're doing something right. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to reveal the key systems you need to implement now to transform your business into a sellable asset worth 6 or 7 figures. Okay, now, again, guys, whether or not you want to sell is irrelevant. It really, really is. But once we've got you to a stage where that business is sellable, you've got a choice. And you know what? You can say, do you know what, kids? We're going on holiday tomorrow. I'll tell you one of the biggest advantages of having a sellable business. I've done it so many times, including in the Atlantis Dubai. No, it wasn't this year. It was last year. This year we just went for the full 2 weeks. Probably love it that much. Last year we went for a week to the Atlantis Dubai, and we were just having the best time. And on the last night, we were all sad. I went to reception. I said, you know what? How much is it for another week? They gave me the price. I phoned up Emirates, said, listen, how much is it to change our flight from tomorrow to a week tomorrow, essentially? And just done it there and then. My family didn't even know I was doing it. I went back and said, guys, we're staying for another week. What a feeling that is. It's, oh my God, it is absolutely brilliant. And forget the money, the monetary side of that. Forget that, right? Because most people could probably do that, even if it included borrowing money or whatever. Forget that. Just having that choice to be able to do that was something special. And I have done that loads of times. None to that degree, because that was quite a big one. Staying in Atlantis for another 7 nights is not a sort of cheap thing to do. But I have done that so many times with European trips and Mediterranean trips and whatever. Guys, that freedom and having that choice, you can have it too. Honestly, you can do this. You can have this as well, but you need to believe that you can do it. You need to trust in the process, this process. Again, go back to too much information and all that. if you're jumping from here to there to here to there, then your brain's just going mental. It really, really is. You know, I've been in your shoes. Trust me when I say that I can take you where you want to be. Only you. But first and foremost, you need to know where you want to be. So, guys, once we've done the 30-minute call, if you want to know any more about me and you working together on a sort of program or a one-to-one perspective, then we can make time for that. We can hold time for that after the free coaching session, but you can let me know about that later on. For now, let's get jumped on to this course, book your slot, and I will personally talk you through your business and what I can do for you and your business. Guys, that's it. Sorry, I've taken up 27 minutes of your time. It wasn't intentional. I do like to talk. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will speak to you soon.